The NFL season is already over. The Ravens have won the Super Bowl. We don't need to play any games this season to know that the Ravens are going to be the team that ends up winning it all and hoisting the Lombardi when it's all said and done. This is the greatest team ever assembled. The Ravens have a perfect football team entering this season. They're stacked everywhere. They added DeAndre Hopkins in free agency. Now you got to try to stop him, Zay Flowers, Rashad Bateman, Mark Andrews, Isaiah Likely, and Derrick Henry on top of Lamar Jackson as well with the great offensive line. The Ravens offense is going to average at least 40 points per game, and Lamar Jackson is probably going to throw 45 to 50 touchdowns. And if you thought that the Ravens offense was unstoppable, boy, oh boy, look at how stacked this defense is. The Ravens have assembled the best secondary in NFL history. With Jaire Alexander now in the secondary, the Ravens have a better secondary than what the Seattle Seahawks did during the prime years of the Legion of Boom. They got 3 All-Pros now. You got Marlon Humphrey, Kyle Hamilton, and now Jaire Alexander, along with a Nate Wiggins that had a fantastic rookie season. And let's not forget, they somehow were able to get their hands on Malaki Starks, who's an absolute freak. How can anybody complete a pass on this defense? Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen, whoever has to play against this defense in the playoffs, good luck to you, because you're going to need it, because it's going to be doggone near impossible to get more than 5 yards when you throw the ball against this shutdown secondary. This is the greatest secondary ever assembled. They have 3 All-Pros, 2 potential addition All-Pros with Nate Wiggins and Malaki Starks. Lamar Jackson is going to get his first ring this year. And when he does, he's going to be the greatest quarterback in NFL history. If Eagles fans are now saying that Jalen Hurts is the best quarterback in the NFL, only winning 1 ring, then Lamar Jackson winning the Super Bowl this year makes him the greatest quarterback in NFL history, because Lamar Jackson has the ability to throw the ball like Tom Brady in his prime, and he's running the ball like he's Barry Sanders. There is not a single quarterback that has ever played this game that is pound for pound better than Lamar Jackson. If you were to create a quarterback on Madden and you maxed out his stats, you gave him 99 everything, you essentially would have created Lamar Jackson, because that's what Lamar Jackson is. The Ravens are going to cruise to the Super Bowl this year. The only thing that's been stopping the Baltimore Ravens from winning a Super Bowl these last couple of years has been themselves. They've been a better team than everybody that they've lost to these past 2 years in the playoffs. It's not the Ravens versus the Bills or the Ravens versus the Chiefs. It's the Ravens versus the Ravens every single year, because they are the only team that, in spite of how talented they are, they continuously find ways to beat themselves. But now they've made it impossible for them to beat themselves, because their offense has to be outright atrocious and just willingly hand the defense the ball for them to lose, because their defense is not going to allow a single touchdown to be scored this season and during the playoffs, because it's impossible to move the football on the secondary that has 3 All-Pros. It's just impossible. I can't fathom any quarterback having success against this Ravens secondary this year. And that doesn't include how good their defensive line is, with Adafiowe coming off a breakout season. You got Justin Matabuke, one of the best interior defensive linemen in the league. Calvin Noy seems to be getting better with age. The Ravens have already won the Super Bowl this year. The NFL just needs to cancel the season and ship Lamar his first Super Bowl ring along with that Lombardi trophy. We don't need to see a single game get played this year to know that this is going to be the team that ends up winning it all. This is the most obvious preseason Super Bowl pick in the history of this league. There's not a single team that comes close to rivaling the Ravens and talent outside of the Philadelphia Eagles. And we know what Lamar Jackson does against the NFC. He's only lost 2 times in his career to NFC opponents. When Lamar gets his first ring this year, I can't wait to be as delusional about him as what Eagles fans are now with Jalen Hurts winning his first ring. If Jalen Hurts winning a ring makes him the best quarterback in the NFL, then Lamar Jackson getting his first ring makes him the greatest quarterback in NFL history. This is the Ravens' year. You can say, we've been saying this about Baltimore for the past 2-3 years. Eventually, this team has to break through, and this is the year where it's impossible for the Ravens to come up short.